What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, January 19th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. I'm doing these picks early in the morning so I can get this video out so you have time to watch it. But a lot of things happen before the games start with injury news and COVID updates. So we've just created a live before lock injury and COVID update news article that we have posted right when you log into your draft dashboard. There's a link to that article, and we're going to update that article throughout the day as the COVID updates come in and injury news changes. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the draft dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Mike Conley from the Utah Jazz playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who have a middle of the pack defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing point guards. Mike Conley has averaged 32.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 30 minutes per game with a 24% usage rate. He scored 32, 42, and 32 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 30, 27, and 27 minutes. He's projected at 32.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.2 times value. Because he's $7,600 FanDuel salary, but he's $800 less on DraftKings. So he's closer to 5 times value over on DraftKings. So I love that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 218 points scored in this game. So I like Mike Conley here versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Jordan Clarkson from the Utah Jazz playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who have a middle of the pack defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing shooting guards. Jordan Clarkson has averaged 27.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 25 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. But he scored 36, 28, and 39 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 29, 28, and 28 minutes. He's projected at 30 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.8 times value. He's $6,300 FanDuel salary and $200 more on DraftKings. So I like Jordan Clarkson here versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Will Barton from the Denver Nuggets playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have the 4th worst defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing small forwards. Will Barton has averaged 25.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 29 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. He scored 16, 32, and 37 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 25, 32, and 37 minutes. He's projected at 25 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.1 times value. I think that projection is a little bit low because of that last game where he only scored 16 fantasy points, but that means his ownership is going to be much lower than it should be, and he's got easy 30 plus point fantasy upside. He's $6,100 FanDuel salary and $400 less on DraftKings. So I love that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 221 points scored in this game. So I like Will Barton here versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Zion Williamson from the New Orleans Pelicans playing the Utah Jazz, who have a good defense overall, and they've been good versus opposing power forwards, but Zion Williamson has averaged 36.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 29% usage rate. He scored 39 and 40 fantasy points in the last 2 games, playing 35 and 34 minutes. He's projected at 37.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.8 times value. He's $7,800 FanDuel salary and 100 more on DraftKings. So I like Zion Williamson here versus the Utah Jazz. Now, if you're looking for a value play at the power forward position, take a look at Isaiah Roby from the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Denver Nuggets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing power forwards. Isaiah Roby, he scored 23, 26, and 16 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 25, 24, and 13 minutes. He's projected at 21 fantasy points here tonight. That's 4.7 times value. He's $4,500 FanDuel salary, but he's $400 less on DraftKings. So I like that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 221 points scored in this game, so I like Isaiah Roby here versus the Denver Nuggets. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Steven Adams from the New Orleans Pelicans playing the Utah Jazz, who have a good defense overall, but they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Steven Adams has averaged 28.9 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 31 minutes per game with a 14% usage rate. He scored 34, 14, and 29 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 31, 33, and 28 minutes. He's projected at 29.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. He's $5,800 FanDuel salary and 300 more on DraftKings. So I like Steven Adams here versus the Utah Jazz. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.